So thank you very much to Dav, but my darling Dav.
For a minute, I thought you said that was for your darling dad, and I was just imagining
My
Gary
darling
trying to
dad,
reach.
Gary.
Your darling Gary has tried to reach
I don't
across.
think I've ever
No,
called my dad my darling dad or my darling
it's
Gary. And next time I see him, I'm gonna go, "Hello, darling dad." He's like, what? All right. Thanks,
what?
son. Thank you, my. And he'll struggle for an adjective. Thank you, my zany
Um,
son. Thank you,
Zany.
my
That was yeah.
complicated child. I don't know.
He's zany. He's very zany, is Neil.
He's very
I'm
zany.
sure your dad said that to me
He said
when
that
I
to you. He
saw him.
cornered you and then told you how weird
Yeah,
I was. My dad, last time Tom and my dad hung out, which happens occasionally, he cornered Tom and then just proceeded to tell him how he didn't understand me and I was just really weird. In a
he's
kind of
very
proud
zany,
way.
is Neil.
He did it in a
Very
kind of proud way, though, didn't he? It was like,
yeah.
it's weird,
Yeah,
but
and
that's
I went, you
cool.
know what, Gary? He is. He is zany. And yeah, we both love that, don't we, Gary? I'm
um,
so happy to have seen it. I always wondered where that was from,
yeah, that was
and I
fun. Oh,
didn't put two and
I got a
two
little bit.
together.
I've got some of the ink on my nose. I don't know.
Little shiny, little
I
shiny
got.
little nose.
I literally just wiped some of the ink on my nose. So I felt a little wet thing, like you know when dogs get wet noses. I felt a bit like,
Yeah,
ooh, I've got a wet nose like a dog. It's because fucking pens. The pens are taking liberties, man. Still there. Fuck it. I'm
pens are
just gonna deal with
mocking you. They've got cocky with all their time off.
it.
They're
Yeah,
getting ideas.
they are getting ideas, little bastards. This could become an antique. It could become an artifact of when humans used to walk the planet. There you go. That's for win. Do you reckon? I reckon there'll be a whole ton of stuff that future intelligent species, which won't be human, by the way, will find all of our shit and go, "What the fuck were they doing?" They'll try and make head and a tail of like what the fucking iPod was used for. Do you know what I mean? Okay, that was for win. They used
I
to
mean, we're
worship.
already at that point. I hate to
They'll
break it.
find a phone and go. They used to worship these things. He called me up every day, inviting me for lunch. So the first day was like, because like I told my dad I was in Malta, I'm going to be filming, and he was like, I'm coming to London. Fancy a bit of lunch? I was like, Dad, I'm in Malta. Are you? Are you really? I was like, yeah, I'm filming. What are you filming? It's like this film about this guy called Steve Cal. I'm filming, Dad. It doesn't matter. I'm away. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, no worries. You crack on. Have a great time. Good luck. It's like, okay, great. The second day, he calls me up, goes, "Hello, Neil. I'm going to be in London for sure. I've just confirmed. Fancy lunch?" I was like, "Dad, I'm still in Malta. I'm in Malta." He's like, "Oh, are
He
you?
really,
Are you in
Neil,
Malta?"
he really wanted lunch with you.
He really wanted lunch with me, and so that went on for 4 days. 4 days. He called me up every day, and the last one was like, "I'm in London. I know it's late, but
I'm here now.
fancy lunch. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock. Come for lunch." I was like, you know. So then, like, I called him back. Then he left me two messages as I was trying to fly out. He goes, I'm still in London. Have you fancy some dinner? I was like, Dad, I'm getting on a fucking plane. I will be
The day
back
you got
in
home,
London.
the day,
Oh
the day you
man,
got home, he phoned you up and he went, I'm in
sorry I missed
Malta.
you. No, then he did. He actually, yeah. Then at the last message was, "Sorry, I missed you for lunch. I shouldn't have left it so late. I should have called you earlier." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" It's just like I called him up with Dad. We've spoken 7 times about me coming for lunch, and each time I kept telling you I was in fucking Malta, and each time it was really clear that I wouldn't be able to make lunch. I have so much to learn from him. It's amazing. My dad is comedy gold, man. I actually forgot that we made a themes tune up for Gustarian.
Oh, I think I missed this.
Do you not remember?
Did
Oh,
I miss
I
this?
think this was with Blue.
It might have been with Blue.
Yeah.
Can
Do you
we
want to hear it?
recap
Do
on?
you want to hear it?
Can we recap?
I can't remember the
Yeah, I
lyrics
want to
because
hear this.
I did make it off the cuff, as it were. Okay, it was
Mhm.
off the cuff. It goes something along the lines of, "Who's the goose that's on the loose, Gustarian? Who's the goose that's on the loose,
Ah,
Gustarian? Is he here? Is he there?" Something like fucking hell, he's everywhere. Who's the goose that's on the loose? Who's Astarion? Something like that. It's along those lines. May I
You
offer
go
up
ahead.
that nugget? So,
You go
as
ahead.
as Tom and I well know, because we're versed with such things, this, which is a rude symbol in England, we sort of do that to people,
Mm.
comes actually from the 100-Year War between France and Britain. Britain decided
Mm.
to expand into France, and France decided to expand into Britain. That happened a lot. And we actually, the British developed a super weapon of the time because the knights were armored, and the armors made things a bit complicated, and it had to be very gritty and melee based. And bows and arrows at the time weren't powerful enough to puncture the armor. So what the British did was invent a thing called a longbow, and these used to have little steel tips on the arrows as well. They were very, very powerful. They could also fly a very, very, very long way, far longer than any of the conventional arrows, which gave superiority in distance.
Mm.
So what they would do is they would just pepper the knights and on the and anybody that was armored up. They'd pepper them with these long bow arrows. They'd reach very, very fast. They wouldn't be able to get to them, especially if they had high ground. And they used to be
Yeah.
devastating on the battlefield. And so what the French would do is if they caught longbow, because often when the prisoners were taken, they were actually ransomed back to the other army. For instance, that used to happen. They would actually cut off the fingers, the drawing fingers on the right hand, because most people are right-handed. Statistically, they'd cut the fingers off, and that would basically prevent them from using the longbow. I say British; they were Welsh originally, but at that time, Wales had become part of Britain. If you want your history,
Yeah.
so they were Welsh, but Wales was Britain at that point. So whatever.
But also to
British.
mock the French because we kept on owning them
That's right.
in battles.
That's right.
We flicked the V at them.
We would flip the V. So thank you very much. Yeah,
Because
the
those are the
combo.
two
That was a
drawings.
2-for-1 combo between myself and Tom. So there you go. You're welcome. So we'd flip
Pete,
the V.
Shat just christened you Professor Neil.
You're
Congratulations, Neil.
I get paid more. Okay.